Good evening. My name is a pizza. They call me a pizza because I get a piece of news from here, a piece of news from there, a piece of news from everywhere, piece it all together, and then I give you a piece of my mind. So much has been going on since my last broadcast, so I have a lot of catching up to do. And briefly, I just want to talk about immigration reform and the executive action that President Barack Obama took. Of course, I've already done a video on that, but I just want to re-emphasize some issues from that, and that is, if the Republican Party want to show America, more specifically immigrant America, that they support immigration reform, meaning a pathway to citizenship, not just being given permission to work in this country, but to live as a citizen, to vote, to take advantage of the benefits of this country, pay their taxes like citizens do, then they need to pass a comprehensive immigration bill that will allow this. Please don't tell me any more about border security. That is so old with me, because to me that is racial profiling. Immigrants coming to this country in other ways, not just from the southern border of the United States along Texas and Arizona and New Mexico. Let's please stop that propaganda right here and now. That is geared towards a specific set of minorities. Which brings me to why I am speaking to you right now. By now, the world has heard about the Ferguson grand jury decision, which was a crock of baloney. And you know, Americans wonder why foreign countries think lowly of us and disrespect us and say mean things about us and call us arrogant, which we are. What happened in Ferguson reaffirms that. I am upset because we as Americans, we allowed a district attorney, a prosecuting attorney, to try to do a mind Jedi trick on us on live TV and also using social media. You may say, okay, Apisa, what are you talking about? This dude admitted that he was not seeking an indictment towards Darren Wilson, although that is what the constituents were calling for. Although the governor of Missouri, who is Nixon, was bequeathed, requested, pleaded to, begged to appoint somebody else, and he didn't, which makes him responsible, and I'll get back to him in a minute. But he left this man in charge of dispensing what we would call justice, if it truly was justice. But America did not receive justice. Just like the global community has always said, you know, America, you want to come over here, use your drones, your soldiers, shoot us up, blow up, bomb up our houses, our communities, our hospitals, our malls for democracy, when democracy don't even work in your own damn country. Yeah, I said it. And I said that because when you have laws that can be circumvented or be due to your eloquence of speech, and you can play these mind Jedi games on people, that is not true democracy. I'm reminded of the interview that Chuck Todd of Meet the Press gave Bobby Jindal, the governor of Louisiana, about a possible upcoming government shutdown against President Obama because he did this executive action on immigration reform. And Bobby Jindal had the nerve, the audacity, to turn around and say, well, the president wants to shut the government down. Wait a minute. Excuse me. No, he does not want to shut the government down. President Barack Obama wants to help the people who are asking for help that Congress is supposed to be helping. But he turns it around to Chuck Todd. And I like the way that Chuck came back and said, no, that's not what I said. The Republicans would be shutting the government down in order to go against President Obama. Not President Obama shutting the government down. So, Bob McCullough wants to pull a mind Jedi trick. How many of you listened actually to what he said? Well, there were a couple of things that really stood out to me after he got done discrediting the witnesses in the case. How people see what they think that they see, but they really don't see it. But I'm going to tell you what they really saw. He said the number. Go back and listen to it again. There was one witness out of 60. One witness that said that as much as that witness could tell, that Mike Brown turned around and charged Officer Wilson. Now, that was included in this document data dump that they did regarding the case of Mike Brown and Darren Wilson. I thought that was interesting. Not only that, it concerned me. I'm just a layperson. Never went to law school a day in my life. But when Darren got to talking about how he feared for his life, right there, red flag, this is not a court. This is not a trial. This is merely a grand jury. And for Bob McCullough or his appointees to allow that and not question that was a red flag. I'm upset, America. And no, I did not want to see buildings on fire, none of the looting and all that. I totally, excuse me, I disavow that. But you gotta give people something to hope for. I don't usually watch Andrea Mitchell on MSNBC, but she had a young man on her show today, Tuesday, November the 25th. That young man, if you listen to this interview, it is so sad. He said, we thought we were doing the right thing, that if we lift up our voices, we protested non-violently, thinking that it was going to make a difference, but it didn't. And it didn't. And the reason why it didn't, and the reason why it won't, not just in Ferguson, but in other cities and towns across the United States, is because our government has been infiltrated by Klansmen, white supremacists, Republicans known as ISIS. I keep telling you that. They're not for the people. They are for a separate group of the people. Now, I don't know how many of you all kept up with the news, but the KKK in Missouri, St. Louis, had put out flyers. In fact, this guy was on national TV saying that his phone had been ringing because people were calling up, wanting their protection, wanting them to do something. And I'm going, wait a minute, hold up. This is 2014. Are we still lynching black people in 2014? Do we really still want to think that we got a white man, what I say, I'm God, this is the law, do what I say, a government in 2014? Hell no. We don't. And I'm sick and tired of hearing about grown-ass white men being so damn scared of black men, even black boys. You know, that's pitiful. That's pitiful. You know, back in the day, man to man, if you challenge me, put your weapon down. Lay your weapon down. Bring on what you got. Let's do this man to man. But the white man is so damn scared now, he can't do that. He would never ever say that. Lay your weapon down. Because he got to have his. I'm not even going to try to beat you because I already know you can beat my sorry ass. That's what he's saying. Now, that doesn't apply to all white men, just the majority, especially the one that's in politics. They are afraid. You know, when Michael Brown was shot, maybe 2 weeks later, in St. Louis City, the city of St. Louis, still in St. Louis County, a mentally challenged young black man was shot dead. We saw it on national TV. You know, he had some kind of energy drink and a butter knife, and you know, at first the police said, well, he lunged at us and he whatever. Then somebody came up with a video. Dude, crazy as all get out. Soon as they pulled up, they pulled their weapons out and they shot this man. No questions. So it's always been in the what you want to call it, stand your ground law. It's better to kill that person and not have that witness than to maim them. Then they sue you for damages to their body, and they contradict your story. So the best witness is a dead witness. That way it's only one side to the story. But I'm disappointed, and I'm disappointed because Jay Nixon is a Democrat, and I occasionally vote Democrat. But Jay Nixon got to be the grand wizard of the KKK in St. Louis, Missouri, because the way that he has handled this whole thing has been reckless, it's been inconsiderate, and quite frankly, it's been frightening. Just as scared as his stuttering behind is, that is the way that he managed that whole thing. And it's sad. And I said this to say that Jay Nixon needs to go. Bob McCullough needs to go. We have got to get together a slate of black candidates. They don't have to be black. They can be white. You know, I vote white. You know, as long as you're promoting my values and what I believe in, I will vote for you, regardless of your political affiliation. If you are answering to my needs, you got my vote. But when you act against me, against my better behalf, no, it's over. No, you don't get my vote. And it's a sad day in Missouri, Mississippi. And I say Missouri, Mississippi because Missouri, to me, is the 2014-15 Mississippi people. I'm saddened that black folks burn down black businesses. I hate that. I don't like it. You know, so if you're that damn mad and you want to burn something, burn somebody else's stuff. I don't condone you burning nothing at all. But if you got to burn something, don't burn our stuff. Go somewhere else and do it. We are in the same boat that you're in. You know, we see injustice just like you do. I get ticketed just like you do. I'm the same as you. I'm struggling just like you. But America, we are in trying times right now. And it's not fixing to get better. It's getting ready actually to get worse. And I say that because the next big thing up, once the Republicans come back in January, having control of both the Senate and the House of Representatives, that XL pipeline is coming up again. This is what we're going to do, America. We're going to travel. We're going to go to South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska. We're going to support the Native Americans. They have came forth. They have said, we're going to die to fight for our land. We will not be disrespected by some foreign country, Canada, that's willing to do eminent domain, to take our land, poison our water, run over us like we don't even exist. No, we are going to go and we're going to stand with them. And I'm calling this out to all immigrants, Latinos, Asians, African Americans, minorities, period. We have got to all coalesce together. That is the way that we get recognition. That is the way that we get respect. Is that we are going to have to take control of the reins. Because the white man has shown us that he cares very little about us, our family, our values. So his time is up. The Bible even says that in the last days, the last shall be made first, and the first shall be made last. And that's where we're headed. We're going to have to come together and support one another to change this country. No, we need to take this country back. Peace out.